Hello, welcome to Gardening and Stuff with Ross and Tanya.
Hello.
There she is.
Hello.
So, how you been?
I'm all right, thanks. Oh,
Cool.
I need to tell the world that I saved a crow.
Oh yeah, tell the story about saving the crow.
Well, I don't know if I saved it, but I helped him out. I was basically driving through Weymouth on my way to a client, and I saw that a van in front of me stopped from coming the other way. I was like, what the hell? And then I saw this black thing flapping on the floor. And I thought, oh no, poor little guy. But like that no one was doing anything and everyone kept driving past him. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't allow this. Well, I put my hazards on, held up all the cars behind me, and tried to rescue the crow. I googled what it was a crow because I wasn't sure what a blackbird and a crow was, but a crow had a black beak. Well,
Yeah.
one, yeah, and he was flapping both his wings, so I don't feel like he was hurt, but he obviously encountered something wrong and couldn't fly. So he just kept flapping around. That's my cat, if anyone heard it. Ignore him. And um, yeah, he kind of wouldn't let me pick him up for a while. And then eventually, I think he was getting a bit tired and thought, right, she's obviously just trying to help me. So I managed to grab him and scoop him up and then put him across the road over a wall into a field where he can kind of just rest. And he just was laying in the grass when I left him. So I'm not sure if he's going to be poorly and dead or if he's going to have a little rest and then fly off. Wasn't sure if he was stunned or not, but either way, he didn't get squidged by a car.
I wish I saw you like running around in the road.
I looked like a right idiot because he wouldn't let me pick him up for ages.
What did he feel like? Like my budgie?
Really soft, really pretty actually. Like it's like a blue black feather as well, so really
So like
shiny. A
oil slick.
little bit, yeah.
Nice.
But eventually he was just like, yeah, cool, he's all right. I'll let her pick me up actually. She's obviously just trying to help me out.
They're like meant to be the most intelligent birds as well, or one of.
Yeah, well, I wasn't scared enough to pick him up, or the flapping kind of made me like, oh my God, help.
What is it if you see like loads of crows? What are they called?
I don't know.
A murder of crows.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this crow didn't get murdered.
uh, well,
But yeah, that was
so
the deed of the day on Friday. No, yeah, Friday.
whatever day.
Whatever day, they're all the same.
Well, so crow saving aside, we were
Yeah.
talking about no dig gardening last time.
Yes.
Actually, that's been a very successful podcast, that one, actually. A lot of people listen to that.
Oh, yeah. Well, could people want to help
By a lot, I mean like five or whatever.
us to know? We're well popular. Hello.
But I did say I talk about compost, which isn't the most riveting topic, I guess.
Cool. I love me some compost.
But it is an important topic. And
Look,
actually, I had to go get loads today.
you are.
I went and got loads of compost today
Oh, yes.
for my allotment.
Congratulations.
Yeah, like 8 bags. Um, but and I was having this conversation with my mum and was like just trying to pick the cheapest one. And compost is really expensive now. I don't know when you bought some last, but it just seems like really
All the
expensive.
prices
So,
have gone up.
ah,
All the prices have gone up.
yeah, everything. Like,
Yeah, everything's going.
cheers Brexit, cheers Russia, cheers whatever else going on,
COVID.
cheers COVID.
All of you a bunch of bastards.
Isn't it funny how our wages never go up though?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, that's a whole different podcast. That one.
Yeah,
That's a Ross and Tanya
that was.
politics podcast.
No thanks.
Um, but yeah, so I was looking for compost. I was just looking for the cheapest one, and they all try and sell you stuff like, "Ooh, this one has like extra moisture, and this one has blah 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 blah." But I was just gonna go for the cheapest one because basically I just need a bit of organic matter for the allotment. So I got the cheapest one possible, and it's like buy one get one free, which is pretty good for 50 liters, and they were £8 for 50 liters.
Okay.
So get that and get one free. So I got like 8 bags. I still need so much more for the allotment, but
You
um
have a good old patch, you do. You do have to fill that right up.
yeah. Um and then so I went to the allotment anyway with my 8 bags of compost that I got. And I was like, oh God, I've just made like the worst mistake ever. And I got compost with it's like not fully peat compost, but there
Okay.
was some peat in it. And I'm
Well,
trying
I
to get
can do
peat-free
that
compost.
on the compost, so you'd have to tell me. Right, one second. Cat, can you just bugger off? Tits. Sorry, guys. He was in my face trying to lick, and I was getting breath everywhere. Ugh. Right, resume.
So, as gardeners, we should try and get compost that's peat-free.
Right.
Now, it's just by chance that this compost wasn't completely full of peat. It was like 25% peat, so not too bad. Um, but do you know why we shouldn't have peat compost?
No.
Okay. So, this is a global warming issue and a climate change issue. So, firstly, what is peat? So, peat is, from the dictionary, is a brown deposit resembling soil formed by the partial decomposition of vegetable matter in the wet, acidic conditions of bogs and fens, and often cut out and dried for use as fuel and in gardening. So that's what the dictionary says.
Cool, you made that sound boring.
All right, well, dictionaries are boring, Tanya. I don't know how I can make that better, really. But, but
Oh.
why peat is important is because it sequesters, which means it locks in loads and loads and loads of carbon.
Uh,
Um,
naughty car.
so, yeah, so we want to lock it away. So we need to protect these things. They take such a long time to sequester the carbon that when you're digging it out and that, like you can't just replace it willy-nilly. It takes generations to fix itself. So so when you use that peat then you're releasing that carbon as well. So who would have known like just doing your normal gardening or your potting is releasing carbon?
Do you think you can get your compost refunded, or have you just used it?
Yeah, I've used it and it's done. So at least it was only 25% peat.
Okay.
So but then there's the differences in compost. So you got like compost in my compost bin,
Yeah.
which is really good stuff, really. That's the black gold that we love.
Yeah.
You can just spread that's from your own allotment or garden that you've just been composting all your stuff. And we do need to do one on composting at some point. But that's good stuff. There's so many different types of compost. You've got like
Food.
uh what?
Food compost.
Yeah, you can compost food.
Mhm.
Um coconut core.
A
Core. I can't say that properly.
C O
Core.
R E
COIR.
I R. Oh, as
Which is
in
basically like coconut husk. Make compost out of that.
never heard of it. Okay.
Um, that's
Every
like, you know, you get
day.
these little discs sometimes, you put water in them and they blow up. They're like compressed discs,
No.
like in little gardening kits, bonsai kits, and things like that. They're like a little compressed disc. You add water and they expand and you got
Oh,
like compost.
yeah, they go like tubes.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen them before.
Yeah, they're well cute.
So that's normally core, or however you say that.
Hoya.
Koya, maybe, yeah. I actually have no idea. I just see these things, but yeah, basically, want to get a compost that is not from peat. Anything else will do, really, as long as it's from organic matter. You're okay.
Wicked.
Because it all does the same.
What?
Especially like when you're doing like no dig. All you
What,
want is a bit of organic matter on the top.
what if you bought your compost with peat in it, served by a guy called Pete?
It was a lady. She
Uh,
did look a bit like a peat, but
all right, Pete, I'm coming to buy some peat.
yeah, she was like quite a masculine woman.
Watch their face drop like Jesus.
Yeah, she's probably listening. She'd be like, "Oh my God, that was me that served him today. That's so rude."
How do you spell the compost peat? Peet?
Peat.
Oh, Pete.
Have a Google on peat, because it's quite brilliant actually.
Okay. I don't
So
think.
it contains one of the world's most important carbon stores. Because when they're drained, the carbon is released back into the atmosphere, and that's when it contributes to the global warming. So we don't want to get rid of all the water in there or anything like that. And they hold 10%, right? 10% of global fresh water in the whole world.
10%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh
Of
my
the
baby.
whole world's fresh water, 10% is in peatlands.
Wicked.
So
Well, I don't have a garden, so this depresses me. But when I do, I will get shit tons of peat. I'll
no,
get Pete to come and. No, I won't. No,
you're missing everything. Now she's
no.
off digging up the flipping peat. Oh, I was gonna swear then. I can swear. This is explicit. You're gonna go peat, like dig up the fucking peat.
Yeah, I went. That's what I meant. I want to get rid of the peat. I'll get Pete to come get rid of the peat.
No, you're just not gonna take any peat. Leave Pete alone, Tanya. He's gonna put out a restraining order against you.
I'm single, okay? I just need a Pete.
Yeah, get a bit hot under the collar about Pete. Poor Pete, they all say.
I don't know garden stuff and I need educating.
Yeah, no, you're just off digging Pete up. And yeah, it grows like a millimeter a year as well.
A millimeter a year.
I have talon toenails that grow quicker than that.
Oh, don't. I
Ugh.
hate, don't. I hate feet. Don't talk.
Ugh.
Oh, why do you have toenails?
Just saying I grow quicker than Pete.
Yeah, like hair does. You could have just said hair or your fingernails. That's
Um,
not much at all.
but anyway, all this stupidness aside, I don't know why garden centers still sell compost that has peat in it.
So it's cheaper.
I don't know, that is really like, and do you know what? There's like no benefit to having peat in your compost than not having peat in your compost. There is
Oh.
zero benefit.
They're probably going to phase it out then, surely.
Well, they've been trying for so many years, and like there's loads of forums and things, and
Yeah, but
change.org things to get rid of it, and it never seems to happen.
with the world of cigarettes, it just won't ever happen.
Mm-mm. But yeah, I mean, it's a good media for growing stuff in, but
Fuck off, Pete.
there's so many different options that we don't need to contribute to global warming while just making our garden nice. We just
Yeah,
don't need to.
yeah. Fuck off, Pete. We don't need you.
I don't
So,
really know what else to say about compost, really.
how about the compost that you put in your houseplants?
Yeah, so well, also today, Mum was like, "Oh, I need some compost to do my houseplant at home." And she's like, "But I can't afford it right now." And I was like, "I'll buy you some." And I just got, well, I didn't just get any compost. I got like a potting on compost, but any compost will do the job. So don't feel like you have to go get a houseplant compost, which sometimes they put a houseplant on it and then they like raise the price of it. Just get your cheapest compost.
What, even
But
if it's for outside plants?
yeah, it's exactly the same. I use the same outside as I do inside.
Then why have they got different names?
Because like if you're gonna get really into it, there's slightly different blends. Like You can get hanging basket compost and pot compost, which have like crystals in to help retain the water, and ones with like John Innes #2, which John Innes is like, that's a whole other podcast.
I've never heard of it, but carry on.
But yeah, there's like bonsai compost and things like that. To be fair, like sometimes you need specific ones, like orchid compost is mainly bark and things like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I've seen loads of different types. But
So yeah, you do, like if it's a specialist thing like orchids and bonsais, you do need these slightly different ones, because orchids don't like sitting in the wet and things like that. They like it quite airy, but you got to think that they grow on trees,
yes,
and so they have like a lot of bark in it. Bonsais like to be wet but free draining, so they don't hold on to too much water. So yeah, so okay, so blends are quite important sometimes, but for your average like spider plant or your normal house plants, any compost will do.
wicked.
But yeah, there's quite a lot going on with it actually, I suppose.
I don't need any compost at the moment, but I'll make sure to look out from now on.
Yeah, so when you get compost for your house plants, just get some peat free. Any compost will do.
Sorry, Pete, don't need you.
No, fuck off, Pete.
Fuck off, Pete.
No one even likes you.
Unless you're a human and I do, and you're single. Hello.
And Tanya's at 444, blah blah. You're not that desperate.
No, I'm not gonna. Well, am I though?
Should I say about that man at the pub?
No. Ross tried to set me up with a 52-year-old.
No, I didn't actually set you up. He just said, "Do you know any single people?" And I was like, "Yes, I do know a single person." Just answering the question. And then I was with my boyfriend Tom. Have you ever mentioned Tom before? Yeah, probably. By the way, guys, I'm a homosexual. You probably know that already. But let's just get that out there.
If you can hear it in his voice already, then you're an idiot.
Yeah, if you can't, then more fool you. But I'm what they call a screaming queen. But yeah, anyway, so Tom was there and he was like, "Oh yeah, she has red hair," and like started describing you and making you out like absolutely desirable. And then yeah, now he wants to meet you.
Damn you, Tom.
And he always goes to Convivial Rabbit where we drink.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Well, yeah, he was in there, wasn't it? That's where I saw him.
You didn't say always.
I don't drink anywhere else, Nigel, I promise.
Yeah, but now I'm gonna be continuously looking all the time. Oh, is it him?
Well,
is it him?
He's just gonna come over to you one day.
Oh no.
He seems like the bloke that would do that. But don't rule him out, you never know.
But if your name's Pete, you can fuck off.
His name was Andy.
Oh.
Should I say names like that on here?
I don't know, but there's no surnames involved, and Andy is a common name, so
It's a very common name, which is my point, really.
Yes.
So
stress.
Yeah. So next time we do a podcast
out to 52-year-olds.
Well,
and I like to stress I am 32.
Yes, she is 32.
I might like an older man, but maybe
don't rule it out. Don't rule it out.
I think my mum would tell me off.
I don't want to rule it out because he might be your soulmate. And remember, he just had that stent put in for his heart. So you're just going to be married a couple years anyway. Then you're planning the funeral, so. And he lived at Poundbury, so he had some money.
Stop.
So swings and roundabouts, Tanya, swings and roundabouts.
No gold digger. I'm not after anyone with money, for Christ's sake. Stop it.
But let's not rule it out.
Right,
because then you can lend me some money as well.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, and to change the subject completely, everyone, we have changed our graphic now. It's much better. And
Oh
we're
yeah.
right there. Ross and Tanya is right there. And that's what we look like ish.
We are carton no. And we're not
Graphically designed.
yeah. We have
Yeah.
been turned into animation characters.
Yeah. We've gone a professional.
We look the fucking business.
Yeah, it looks fucking amazing. Actually does look good, don't it?
Did the person who do it, like, are they called Pete?
No. Don't know.
Good.
Well, I don't know what they're called.
Well, if you're
Um,
called Pete, you're the only one that doesn't have to fuck off.
I will tag them in our Instagram when we've got all of it.
Okay, wicked.
Because we're still waiting for more of our social media package.
Yeah, hit them up, have a look at their stuff if you like their stuff. Go on there.
But yeah, they'll be on our Instagram at some point. But yeah, I think that's enough about compost and dating and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. 100%.
And we'll ad lib what we're gonna do next time.
It's called gardening and stuff, not gardening and dating.
That's stuff. Stuff is everything.
Stuff is other stuff, not
But
my
we
stuff.
do have some good information and then a lot of random stuff. uh
You're a stuff.
well, your stuff too. Your stuff full of stuff.
Stuff off.
I reckon actually Tan,
Yeah.
next one,
Yeah.
I want you to take the helm. I
No.
want you to tell us about your pots that you do.
Oh, okay. But
And
I've
you can
already
like
well, yeah, I can explain again, but
no, it's gonna be a whole podcast on what you do, how you design them, where you get your ideas from, how
no
you
one's
make the pots from start to finish, and
pots.
then how to display your plants in them, and we'll talk about that.
Oh Lord.
Something to look forward to, but you take the helm, my
I can tell
girl.
you right now it's not going to take 20 minutes.
We'll just talk slow.
Okay.
And it will take 20 minutes because every conversation we have is a minimum of 20 minutes about one subject.
No, it's not. There's loads of subjects rolled into one because we go off on a tangent.
Yeah, we can't stop.
Oh. Okay, I can talk about pots, but
Yeah, you're going to do it. And it's going to be practice because you've got these things coming up as well, haven't you?
okay,
Where
yeah.
you are going to do your thingies, but I'm not even going to say anything more about it because you're going to talk about it next time.
Shut your mouth.
So, yeah.
Otherwise, you just completely ruined it. So, yeah, secrets are coming.
Yeah. Soon.
Yeah, talk about that. Yes, okay. Okay, it'll probably be a bit better than compost for sure.
Yeah, everything's good. That's why we need a break from the compost.
Okay,
And then I shall have moved house soon, and then we're gonna be like full allotment season anyway then.
Well, yeah, like stuff, it's that time of year now where spring is here, things are put into action. Gardening is happening, allotments are happening, sun is a happening.
I'm very annoyed actually because I should have planted all my seeds and stuff like ready to plant soon, but I haven't done any single seed because I know I'm moving.
I tell you what's not happening,
What?
Pete.
Yeah, so let's call it a day then. Fuck off, Pete.
Fuck off, Pete, you bastard.
And on that note, bye.
Au revoir, mon amis.